success and prosperity. You feel jealous about them. So, envy, jealousy. And avarice, this means stinginess, selfishness. Regarding about this stinginess, we have 5 kinds of avarice or stinginess, selfishness. Number 1, regarding about dwelling place. See, we have place. You don't want anyone to come and stay, come and live, come and stay. Get involved with your dwelling place. It is in Pali Vajraya, avarice or stinginess. And another one is the family. You don't want others come and get involved with your family, talk to your family. See that? The stinginess. We got about the family. It's not always the family, friend, your partner. You don't want anyone to get involved with the stinginess. And another one is we got about gain. Gains mean you do something, good business, you don't want anyone, to gain like you. So you don't tell them how to do, and so on. This means stinginess got about the gain, or recognition, or fame, and beauty. You are a very famous person. You don't want anyone famous like you. And you are handsome, beautiful. You don't want someone else like you. So you just regard about this recognition of fame or beauty. And another one is the stinginess you get about knowledge, wisdom. You don't want to impart your knowledge to someone else. You know everything, keep in your mind. You don't want to tell them. This is the unwholesome mental factor. We're not supposed to happen. So we need to study. So as we know, we're not supposed to keep this stinginess. We got about our dwelling place, we got about the family, about the gain, about the fame, about the beauty, about the knowledge. So we should share with others. That's why here is selfishness. Selflessness, so we share to others. Your belonging, your dwelling place, invite someone to stay. It's about your family, about your friend. So you want, share with others. When someone else come to get involved with them, you're happy for them. When someone's very lucky, you're happy about that. If someone's very famous, you're happy about that. So whatever you know, you got about worldly knowledge or spiritual knowledge, we got about the Dhamma. You impart your knowledge to others. Otherwise it becomes the avarice, stinginess, selfishness, and unwholesome mental factors. And kukuja, remorse or worry. Remorse here means grieving over the evil that is done, and the good is not done. It means you feel regret about in the past. You have opportunity to do something good, but you missed it. You didn't do that, and you feel remorse. These are some mental factors. So you gotta ask your greed, anger, delusion, jealousy. You do the good, do the bad action in the past. Think about, I'm not supposed to do that. You feel sorry about yourself, remorse, regret about that. That's unwholesome mental factor. That's why when you practice meditation, you think about, when you gain some extent of concentration, you will think about since you was young, 1 year, 2 years old, think about just all vision, all experience will appear in your mind. So if you feel sorry about remorse about that, it's mean unwholesome mental factors. So what we need to do, just be aware of that. Be aware of that, realize that, stop, go back to your primary object. So this hatred, envy, avarice, remorse, this 4 kind of mental factor associates with the dosa citta, unwholesome consciousness, rooted in hatred only. How about the last one? Tina middle, sloth and thought. This is the sickness of mind and mental factors. Sloth is mean when one is idle, due to lack of effort. You feel lazy. When you practice meditation, no, you want to give up. You don't want to continue your practice. This is not too. Dogma. So one wants to feel in this active. This feel gross sleep. Mostly when we practice meditation, the sloth and dogma can't disturb. As the Buddha said, it's the mental hindrances. Mental hindrances. If you do the good thing, no sloth and dogma. When you listen to Dhamma, when you especially practice meditation, sloth and dogma come and disturb you. It's mental hindrances. What do you have to do? We have the antidote for this sloth and dogma. And the last one, doubt, skeptical doubt, or indecision, or perplexity. You cannot make any decision. You're just confused about it. Doubt about it. There's doubt about, especially about the karma, about the source of the karma, about past life, about this life, about the Four Noble Truths and so on. If you doubt about that, you cannot gain concentration. You will not have energy to practice. That's what we need to do. When the doubt arises, just be aware of it. So we already studied today the general mental factor 13 and unwholesome consciousness, unwholesome mental factor 14, 27. Right, 27. This 27 mental factor we already experienced about that. So as we know what we have to do, so you know yourself right now, this present moment, what type of unwholesome mental factors arise. You know them. As you know, or these the unwholesome mental factors, don't accept it. So just let it go. So we study Abhidhamma. We study about ourselves, our mind. Right? So all of you try to remember the term and your nature and investigate your mind, your mental factors every day. Which good or not, you already know, as you know, tries to eliminate all these unwholesome mental factors. And then we have to improve just wholesome or beautiful mental factors. We'll study later on today. Just I just want all of you to study just the universal mental state 7 and occasional mental factors 6. This doesn't. It's not important too much about. What is very important is the unwholesome mental factors 14. So we need to eliminate it. Need to reduce that. So when you practice meditation, you gain the first state of Chaiya. You can still enter no deity wrong you, no doubt. See that? You can root it out, these two kinds of mental factors. I will all of you be able to study, put into practice, especially practice meditation, be able to uproot this wrong view and doubt, and gain the first state of enlightenment, become this strength and joy in this life. Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
I have some questions.
Yep.
From what we talked about, where in this is the stuff we talked about?
Yes.
Where would I find this material in here?
Oh no, not in here.
Okay.
Because since the Hedu Bhajayo, for example, Hedu Bhajayo is because the sixth root related to consciousness.
Okay.
Right? And mental state. See that? So
Okay.
you just mentioned about briefly. So after we study this one, I will refer to what's mean. Sixth root, for example, lobha, right? Lobha is mean this greed. So related to the mental or consciousness, right? Chitta, right? Consciousness. What consciousness? Lobha, 6 or 7, 8 lobha, chitta. And it concomitant. See? You will know right away mental factor. What kind of mental factor? So here we have greed, wrong view, concept. This actually with the lobha. And this universal unwholesome mental factor 4. That should be there. So here we will know this hatred, envy, avarice, remorse is not regarded about lobha. Sloth and lobha can associate with lobha. Doubt is no in lobha. So we will understand that. So to be able to understand this law of causal relation, we need to study as a foundation, the materiality, what is conscious, what is mental state, what is the maturity. So next week we'll study about the remaining mental factors, and after that, the 28 type of rupa. After that, we go to
a bunch more questions, but I'll let other people ask theirs.
It's okay. Any question, you're welcome. Is that?
Mine is sort of along the same lines of thinking. If we're looking at the difference between ditthi, wrong view, and moha, delusion, how would you say that they were different? Wrong view under greed
Yes.
versus moha is just the root of delusion. So
Yeah.
how they differ?
Moha is mean delusion. This delusion. This ignorance the nature of an object. So this moha is universal mental factors. And as it is the lobha and the dosa and the moha consciousness. For the ditthi wrong view, just only we have 8 lobha chitta, only 4. Only 4. You remember? It's with wrong view, only 4, right? Only 4. For the moha, can exist 12 types of unwholesome consciousness. So very close, That's what the Buddha be able to classify, differentiate the lobha, ditthi, and so on. So for the more ditthi, if you gain first enlightenment, no wrong view anymore. Moha still have that. So if you until we get first stage of sanya, we become arhat, and then no moha.
So moha is ignorant of the nature of an object,
Yes.
but ditthi is thinking, for example, that there's no such thing as karma or something
Yeah,
like
it's a very narrow view, right? Moha is very, very wide.
So when you were talking about pasa,
Yes.
did you say that it's only mental? It has
Yes.
nothing.
Yeah.
It's not about the sense base and the sense faculty contacting an object. It's just
No,
only
it's
mental.
the mental. This mental.
Is that the same thing as a vasana, like initial impression? You have sankhara, right? But like the initial impression of
Yes,
a sankhara, is it the same kind of?
So depend on the sentence. What we're talking about. For example, if we talk about the law of this dependent origination, for example, paticca samuppada, dependent is the origination, right? Dependent origination means avijja pajya sankhara. Avijja pajya sankhara, because avijja ignorance, sankhara arises. This sankhara is reality is only volition, cetana, only one cetana. See that? Only one cetana. If we talk about 5 aggregate, sankhara karma, sankhara, it's made except Vedana, Satya, the remaining 50 tau mental factors, sankhara karma. If you say sabbe sankhara dukkha, see, all conditioned thing is suffering. This includes all living beings and unliving things. Sankhara, very well. The meaning, see that? If you say kaya sankhara, this means aspiration, inhale, exhale. So depend on what topic we're talking about, what sentence, depend on the sentence topic.
So in the case of pasa, how when you have like the eye sense faculty contacting, how can it be only mental? Because to me it seems like
Yeah,
you're
yes.
having a
Okay,
visual,
okay.
physical object.
in a lot of origination, Pasa Vajaya Vedana. See that? Because of contact, Vedana feeling arises. So, for example, someone, circus, for example, to play circus, you walk on the rope, sky rope, almost fall down. You see, you're shaking. Why shaking? It's contact. No one impacts you. This person, you see that, right? See that you shaking. Or someone, they buy some, for example, lamps in front of the soul. You see that your survivors come out. Pasa. It's this one. Pasa is mental. Pasa.
But it seems to me that when you bite the line and you get,
No, it is not you. Someone who watched it.
Oh, so, okay.
Yes, I mean someone watched it. Flowers come out. This means pasa. Because of pasa. That's why the nature of the characteristic of this pasa is mean this the context. This first the contact between. So you see, for example, between the sense organs and visible object.
But that's not physical. That's not considered.
No, not physical. Yeah, it's mental.
How about when the tongue tastes something, your own tongue tastes something, that's still mental?
You taste something?
Yeah, if I eat something and I'm tasting it.
Yeah, it's the Vedana feeling. I don't like that, but tasty. Mental.
And so Vedana is only mental as well, or is Vedana?
Yes, only mental.
Vedana is always mental.
Yeah, enjoys the taste of the object. It means physically like the potapa. Please remember, potapa is the
Earth element.
Is the
right?
rupa,
Right.
potapa. It's form solid. That's the element attached to your body. You feel hot, you feel soft. That's physical.
So, would you still have Pasa and Vedana for Potaba?
Of course,
Okay.
it's the universal.
But these are different because these are universal.
They work together. They work together. It's no pasa, it's no contact. It's no feeling. So, as I mentioned earlier, they perform their duties together. That's I'm a monk, you a man, right? Layman. So we do something, you do your duty, I do my duty. Something like that. That's why they arise together, they spear together. Have the same object. See, same object.
So is Vedana the same when we were doing the last classes long ago? You talked about Javana. Is it different than Javana?
Javana is because impulsive consciousness is the enjoying the taste,
But you kind of used that definition tonight.
Yes, the Vedana is the characteristic of this. The Vedana is when enjoys the taste of an object. The Javana is when fully enjoys the object. So Javana is when wholesome or unwholesome consciousness, and also functional consciousness. We will study about that in another material. So our thought process happens.
I have no questions. You guys asked some questions, right?
We don't ask questions because we know everything. I know.
I don't. In the case of Sanya perception, that is only mental as well.
Yes.
Okay, even though you use your senses to perceive physical things, it's still considered mental.
Yes. What
Okay.
we study is mental factor. Okay? Mental. His name is the mental factor.
Mental factors, yeah, okay. All right. I'm a little dense, that's okay. I don't mind asking questions.
Yeah.
Let's see. What would be the Pali term for cognition?
Oh, this Sanya.
Sanya.
Yes.
That's
Sanya.
perception and cognition?
Yes, it's same. Yes, this one is a cognition or Sanya or Ma or perception. Same.
So when I mean like for example, maybe I have a visual perception versus a thought, like a mental thought, like cognition. I'm formulating a thought.
Yeah.
What would that?
Cognition is the mental process.
So it's still
Yes,
considered
mental.
Sanya?
Yes, it is including Sanya. It's the mental process.
All right.
Wow. The last unwholesome mental factor
Yes.
is the Tina Dukkha.
Yes.
Should have three, isn't it?
No, two.
What's the other one? The Tao is
Oh, that is a different one.
So you
Different
can
is
talk
that only associated with the Tao consciousness.
So it has its own separate
Separate,
factor.
yeah.
So it should have like a 5 group.
No, yes, you have for the first one, the universal mental factor, one group, and occasional mental factors, one group, and
And then head
for the unwholesome mental factors, we have this moha, idika, nodama, udita, illusion, sin, lust, and so on and forth. It's universal unwholesome mental factor, one group, and greed, wrong new concept, because here only lobha is one group. So for the hydrate and we already remorse before, only associated with the dosa is one group, sloth and torpor, one group, the
Tao has its own.
no group, only one, single one, no group. It's classified as 5, right?
So 5 group.
Yes. Which one is more arise in your mind? This 14 mental factors. Now? Okay, try, right? Try to reduce. Finally, remove. How about you, Cook? Any question? Not yet? Okay. Okay, thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
Good night.